All right, what we're doing here is I'm getting ready to take the rear axle out, but before I do that, I want to mark the center line on the frame so that if I put a 4-link in it or whatever rear end I put in it, that I know where the center line was for the axle. So just using a laser here, going on the center bolt, sorry, where that little center punch is on the axle, and then seeing where that goes up on the frame, right there, and I'm kind of blocking it. Right there, that's the center line, so I'll just etch that with a scratch awl so that I know where it is, permanent mark. I don't want to put a marker or a Sharpie on it because it'll probably wear off at some point, so I'm gonna do that. It's pretty well centered on the rubber that goes above the axle, but I just like having a little bit more of a permanent mark on it. So go ahead and do that. And then we'll get busy taking off these U-bolts. So I just hit them with some Croil last night. Hopefully they come off pretty quick. If not, I'll just cut them off with the cutoff wheel. So I do like to see how good this Milwaukee is time to time. There's tons of guys have done reviews on them, but sometimes you don't see them used in real world. You can see these U-bolts are crusty. So I hit them with a little Croil last night, but that's about it. I haven't heated them or anything, so we'll see if it'll take them off. Tight, but it's getting them. I did put a ratchet on them. They're nasty tight, but it's gonna be slow and steady, I think, today. There we go. One down. Come out of there. Come on. I don't want to touch it because it'll be hot. This super crusty one. Just eating them up. A lot easier than wrenching on that for 15 minutes. All right, rear end's out of here. Real easy on this side. All 4 bolts came out with the impact. The other side, you can see I had to cut it off the cutoff wheel. I don't know why it was tighter on one side than the other, but out of there came out pretty easy. I just cut off, I'm not gonna reuse any of this stuff, so I cut off the emergency brakes and the soft line. I don't know if it's in there anywhere. I just cut that off, it was rubber. So now I'm gonna figure out, I don't know if this rear end this housing has any value at all. It's, the pumpkin is supposed to be a 389. That's a pretty good gear ratio to have. I'm sure it's open, or if it's limited slip, I'm sure it's smoked by now, so it's probably not worth a lot, but the 389 is, that's pretty desirable. And it's on the 5.5-inch bolt pattern, so I don't think many people want that. So we'll see, see if I can get rid of the housing, if it's the same width as some kind of popular Torino, Galaxy, something like that. And then there's a new one that's going in, that's out of a 73 to 79. And as you can see, it's got the bigger banjo housing. And I got Dutchman axles for it. And I'll be building this out, putting a disc brake kit on it that I also got from Dutchman. So for today it's good. Tomorrow I'll get the springs out of there, get the spring hangers, all the shackles, all that stuff out of there. That's all. It did turn. I put the impact on it, and all of it turned. So I don't think it'll be too bad to get it out of tomorrow. We'll see. So that's all for tonight.